Gang, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It is Dark Knight, and I know the set. I know everything looks different. The position is different. Even the way I'm sitting is different. Tonight, I want to come to you guys. I got a story. I got to get something off my chest today. Tonight, rather. I told you this channel is going to be a self-improvement, a reaction channel, and this overall storytelling channel about my journey in life, business, through certifications, friends, relationships, everything. So tonight I want to start on my path as a personal growth and what I've learned. Now, funny quick story though. I had a good story for you guys last night. I was actually trying to tell the same thing last night with the people, watch the people around you, but 45 minutes, fire and brimstone. I had a fire story for you guys, and my MacBook dies in the middle. Like, I'm 45 minutes strong. I'm killing them. I'm fired up. Everything was percolating. MacBook dies. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm pissed. And I knew what it was. I knew it was something trying to block me from my path. But you know what? We live to fight another day, literally. So, just tonight, I want to talk about the people around you, the people around us, right? Because we all have friends, we have family, we have relationships, we have people we're in relationships with, and even co-workers. And I want to start by saying liberation is not loss. I know initially you think when you lose something, whether it's a relationship, friends, jobs, opportunities, you think you're losing because you're inadequate. You're thinking you're losing because you lack something, or you didn't have the heart for it, you weren't smart enough for it. Don't think of it that way. Sometimes when the universe is crazy, I love the universe. Sometimes the universe is trying to tell you something. It's trying to write a story for you, if you will. Sometimes liberation is the universe making a decision for you, because we get complacent. Life always gets in the way, and sometimes we move slow, or we get comfortable through false security, and sometimes we don't make the decision we need to make because of our own, whether it's through selfish ways or complacency, like I said. So sometimes the universe will say, you know what, this motherfucker ain't moving fast enough. I've given this motherfucker too many signs. I've given this person too many indications that this situation is not for them. Now, I know I'm a fighter, so I like to fight for stuff that I care about, what I think's worth it. But sometimes the universe will give you those signs, right? But today I want to talk about certain people. So losing certain people, losing something, remember, keep your head up. It get greater later, fam. Trust me. Don't think that because you lost something, it's the end of the world. It always gets better. Whether it's a person, whether it's family, whether it's job, whether it's any opportunity in your life, it's the universe creating a process, right? It's rebuild, redesign, and ultimately reclaim something that you want. Sometimes you have to lose something and you think it's not for you, and it comes back and you're better suited for it and you're happier. That's the process of this universe. That's the process of life sometimes. Secondly, the best thing I tell people who are closest to me, the best thing somebody or something can give you is truth. It's not money. It's not sex. It's not exposure. It's not even a feeling. It's truth. Sometimes people can tell their truth to you without saying a word. It's through action. It's through what they do. Sometimes you just got to sit back, watch people, your family. Everybody's not for you. And sometimes people's truth comes out in pressured situations and the decisions they make. I'm going to talk about decisions here in a second, but remember, you'll know the truth of the person you're around. You know their truth, their story. Their story is ultimately their truth. And you have to learn how to spot it, how to vet the process correctly. Learn how to see through even good things, even small signs to the universe. So you got to learn how to see through this stuff, right? So remember, truth is the best. If somebody say this relationship isn't working because this hasn't changed, I'm doing this, and they're honest and they're not texting you this truth and they're reaching out to you or meeting you in person, giving you their truth, accept it and move on, move amicably, and be jovial. Be happy that you found it out and work on yourself to get better. Maybe you're not suited for a job, and the truth is you're not at that level or that time frame or that mindset to take on certain stuff. It's not you. We all have to grow and mature. It doesn't mean you a shit of a person, you're a bad person. It just means you have some growing to do within this earth and within this universe, but I guarantee you will find your day. People are around you for a benefit. Whether it's financial gain, whether it's a laugh, whether it's fun, whether it's exposure, these people are popular, and you being around them makes you ultimately in the same yoke. But that's not always true. And you can have these symbiotic relationships. What do you mean, Dark Knight? Well, what I mean by symbiotic relationship is when the relationship goes one way. It's no growth, it's no back and forth, it's no give and take, it's one way. And you'll find yourself in relationships, whether it's friends, family members, or in romantic relationship, that you find yourself giving more than the person you're in this bipartisanship with, essentially. Even work. When you go to a job, it's supposed to be, like I said, a bipartisanship. It's supposed to be a barter system. I give you my time and my energy. You give me money that I'm worth, essentially. We don't always do that in relationships. We don't always have the mind to say, well, I'm worth more. I'm going to ask for more, or I'm going to do something to get more. Not cheat the system, not cheat the process we charge to the game, but we have to do something to know our worth and to know that everything around us and people, jobs are not around us for our benefit. I can tell you, a 9 to 5, unless you something you went to college for or something you have a passion for, it's not a benefit to you. It's not, because it's taking away time you can do to make yourself better, to learn a skill, to go to school, to make yourself better, physical, mental, and psychologically. I feel like a job really holds up the process in making yourself better. There's some people who are around you right now who are around you for the benefit. And when that benefit is lost, I heard a song, do you love it because you're beneficial or because you've been official while people really around you? It's something we all are getting from a person that we love and care for. You know what I mean? So you have to be mindful why people are around you. Sometimes you just got to think, like, you have to go through your friends. You have to go through your family and think hard. Do I want these people to continue to be in my life, and why are they in my life? Is it benefiting me? Am I getting what I put out? Am I a friend to go and help and I'm going to live and die for? Will I get the same? You got to ask yourself this. Even your job or romantic relationship. You just got to think about that stuff. Also, sometimes you will learn a crushing truth that people are not always happy for you. And I know it's a human feeling that chemical gets relief, endorphins and serotonins and happy chemicals in our bodies, that when we accomplish something, what we want to do, we want to show it off. I'm sorry, this is my remote. I don't want to show off my remote, but I'm trying to give you an example of, we want to show people. That's why social media right now is so prominent in our lives. That's why social media and YouTube, that's why things are the way they are. We want to show people our accomplishments. We want to show people we're doing, and we want to pat on the back. We work hard, and essentially it's justifiable. We work hard. We want people to see it. It's human nature. It's the trophy center, the trophy program. But you have to understand something. The people who you are bragging to, or the people you want to congratulate you, are not really happy for you. It's some haters in every friend group. There's some jealous people who are envious, and you have to be careful, because to some people, you get more shine or recognition than they do. There's some people who will kill you for it. It was a story a couple years back that's a prime example of this, to The Shanquella Robinson story with the girl that went to Cabo with her friends. That was a prime example of people really not being happy for you. And she brought these people to Cabo, and these people were hating on her, scheming on her the whole entire time. And these are the people who are around every day, and it's scary. You have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare yourself mentally to be alone sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with being lonely and by yourself. It's to the point where it's why I don't have that many friends. Now I have a lot of people I'm cool with, a lot of associates, business partners, people I went into business with, what have you. But that's the reason why I don't have true friends to this day. You can see it, you can feel it. You go out with somebody to a club or a bar or restaurant, you get a compliment, and the person you're with is that backbiting. You can tell in their eyes they don't like that. They want that to be them. So what do? You go out your way to make them feel more comfortable. Let me not dress a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Let me not walk in front of people who I know are gonna, kind of give me credit on my outfit. Because you want people to feel accepted. You want them to feel normal around you. But that's not always the case. Watch the people who you're around. They're not always happy for you, man. A lot of mental illness and depression comes from because people not feeling comfortable with talking about people, about things like this, not getting their congratulations, not getting their flowers while they're here because people are hating. You gotta watch the people you're around. You gotta watch even your family members. And it's how you can tell if somebody's really here for you or really happy for you. Let's say you tell somebody you started a business, you learned a skill, you got a certification, you got a degree, or you graduated, or the girl you wanted, you finally took her on a date, or you bought a new car, you bought a new house, or anything. You at the weight goal you want, and their reception is, okay, this is yeah. Or look where they get on their phone. I know somebody who's listens to this video knows somebody who do that. But when they want to show you something they accomplished. Look, man, look what I did. You see, forget what you doing. Look. You see what I did right here, man? Oh, what did you do? And what they're telling you is not that great, but because you're a good friend and a good person, and I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I'm not trying to manipulate nothing, but I'm not trying to justify my behaviors here. I'm simply trying to get you to ascertain how the people around you can affect certain decisions. Trust me, I've had these experiences before, even currently. As recently as tonight, I put it that way. And you say, what did you do? What do you want to show me? Oh, I learned how to take a picture with my phone. But I just showed you how to start a business, and you act like that was a regular walk in the park. Those are the people you're around. Also, and this is a big one for me, you have to vet people's mental state that you allow into your life. Because it's two ways you meet friends, through working or somebody you went to school or college or high school with. Because you have that longevity of and history that you've seen them progress from a pubescent stage to a current stage. Because you work at a job long enough, you're going to see a person go through many phases. You're going to talk about life and their relationships and how they act and how they walk, the idiosyncrasy. So it's like a family member in a way when you work with them. Also, when you go to school with them, middle school, high school, it's like they're your family, like your sister or brother, right? Now, take that. You don't want to be sequestered in the corner, sequestered or aloof or not a part of the crowd, the person that's always, distancing themselves. But people's decisions, you have to vet people's decisions around you. For example, let's just say you go give somebody a ride and they call you, I need a ride over here, and where they're taking you is kind of a dangerous area, or they may have beef, or they're not cool with somebody and they're going back and forth in a certain neighborhood. You wondering, You thinking everything cool. You thinking everything sweet. You go over there, bullets ring out or something like that, or they get into a fight and you're forced to be in it, and you wondering, man, why you didn't tell me? Oh, I ain't thinking no big deal. Shit, I mean, it is what it is. What do you want me to do? Okay, and you wondering, well, you could have told me, gang. It's decisions, even in their relationships. If you got a homeboy and he's a simpity simp, one of the simps of all simps, he's not that good with the women, right? And he constantly allows himself to be berated or cheated on, or he looks like a fool and it's embarrassing to you, and you have to counsel, you have to listen, and you have to be a part of this, and it has something to do with you. And once again, I'm not justifying being a bad friend. I'm not saying don't be there for your friends, but at some point the decision they make affects you indirectly. It does. And it gets tiring, it gets taxing, because it makes you look, they say birds of a feather flock together. It makes you look like, oh, you're the same way they are. And you're not. And you try to give advice, they don't listen, because people are emotional, even men. They don't listen to your advice, right? And they want you to talk to their girlfriend for them so they can get a different perspective, and I guess of someone who's smart or what have you, I don't know. And then when you talk to the girl lies and says something that you didn't say. And now there's tension between you and your friend. And it gets that way, and you tell them, well, dude, that's why I didn't want to do it in the first place, because of what just happened. The decisions they make can affect you. I see how you govern your own life. And I'm thinking you the person that care about it. How you gonna act when you get with me? When my life is in your hands, I trust you to make a decision. Even in relationships, women want to be with a guy that makes the right decision for the family and for the relationship. Ultimately, you don't want a guy who can't vet the process. You want a guy who can react and handle himself well to certain stimuli. It makes you feel secure. It makes you feel safe, and that's the same thing with friends. Sometimes you may not feel safe with friends because they can be reckless in the decisions they make. It's like you going out. It was a movie with Bokeem Woodbine. What movie was when the guy was giving his friend a ride and the nigga went and robbed the bank or something like that? I think it was Don't Be a Menace. Post in the comments what that video was. Your parents wouldn't be your parents. They didn't make adequate decisions based on your life, your school, your diet, how they chastised you. You know, how they tutored you, how they taught you, and certain life lessons. You won't love your parents if they didn't do that. So you have to be mindful of the decisions people make. Even friends, you go out. Let's say you go out, right? Let's say you want to have a cool night. You've been working hard all week. You've been working on your business. You've been at work dealing with bullshit, dumbass people. And you want to get away from these motherfuckers. So you want to have a cool night. You want to go out, let your hair down, put some fresh sneakers on, put your drip on, have a couple of drinks, throw some shit back, and unwind. You want to chill. But you go out with that friend or person that you usually go out with, and they're the mouths, right? Let's say you have a reputation of, when you go out, they probably know you probably fought in your day. And they know you go out, I feel safe with them because I know if I go out with them, they gonna fight, right? And let's say the people who think that are not the people who's gonna fight, and they go out and they start some shit. But when it happens, when the shit hits the fan, they're not gonna be the ones who are fighting. They're gonna be the ones. They fight. 911. Yeah. Oh shit! My friends are fighting over here. They beating his ass. They're not the ones who are fighting though, right? But they're the ones who put the other people in this situation to fight. So guess what? Me and you, we gonna fight afterwards. Oh, you thought no? We gonna fight. Oh no, I don't care. I mean, you got to get out one end though, for sure. So decisions people make are important. If you're not a leader and you're around people who you are led by, because some of y'all hang around people that are not leaders, but they hold some type of, they govern over you in some way. In some way, you're attracted to them, or I don't know. I guess just people just get bored, man. Honestly, people get bored and they'll go out with whoever just so they can have a good time. Sometimes, honestly, people don't give a fuck, bro. Out people around you, and something that's alarming and concerning to me that I kind of hold dear to my heart is when people copy you. Now, copying can seem trivial, it can seem minute, it can seem innocent, right? They can seem, they just like what you're doing. It's not that big of a deal. No, it's a very big deal, because let's just say, once again, you go out with a friend and to give a perfect example. You got with a friend and they're not known for dressing. They don't care. And you tell you, man, you what you in? Yeah, I don't care about all that. I'm just comfortable. And they see you in Nikes, Jordans, Yeezys, maybe Balenciagas, maybe some what they call, I forget the other name of the shoe I wore. But they say you known for wearing sneakers, you known for kind of dressing, right? And let's say the spot you go to is a regular spot, and they know you, and they describe you as the person who put that shit on. You know this nigga with the drip, the nigga with the haircuts, the sneakers, and you're getting praised. The next time you go out with that friend, they're wearing Nikes, they're wearing Jordans, and they hate Michael Jordan. They hate Jordans, but guess what? They're wearing them now. Why? Not because they like them. Not because they got an instant gratification on watching Jordan sneakers and the colorways and the way Michael Jordan played, but because you got credit for it. And they'll do anything. He's just your friend now. And, well, friendly competition is kind of healthy. No, it isn't. And let's take it a step further. They start dressing like you, which pisses you off. But you let it go because anybody can buy a pair of shoes. Anybody who want to upgrade their drip. It's a free country. They got the right to. Let's just say you go and get a nose ring, though. Body modification. Because guess what? You got credit for it. They say you chopped off your foot. And people say, God damn, boy, I ain't never saw a nigga with his foot chopped off like you. Who chopped your foot off for you? They got it all the way up to the ankle. And here go that friend. Maybe I should chop my foot off too. He getting credit for it. People looking at him for it. These are the people you're around. And you have to be mindful. That's dangerous. That's scary to me. You want to be like me, or you want to replace me? I don't trust it. Because when you want to replace something, you got to get rid of the original. AI and cloning and the real thing can't coexist. Oh, it's cute to see robots walking dogs down the street and shooting jumpers and throwing footballs and shit like humans. But what's gonna happen when you stop seeing these humans? Well, it's cute now until they fuck your ass. What made you want to wear these? I've asked that to people who are copying. What made you want to wear Jordans now? Shit, it go with my fit. You didn't care, but you never cared. You hated Jordan. Why are you doing it now? Come on, now I know somebody know some. I've spoken to many people who view this as a concern, as a problem. That's dangerous, man. Even the way you act, your idiosyncrasies, the way you move your lips, the way you move your shoulders, the way you walk, the strides you got, the glides you got, the way you move your hands, the way you talk, the way you move your head, the way you do your beard. I'm telling you, that's dangerous. You want to start using the vocabulary a certain person uses, but you're using it the wrong way, so it comes off as shockingly obvious when you do that. Because you're taking these words, you don't know what they mean, you're using them wrong, right? But you're copying someone. When you copy somebody, you always overdo it. When you copy somebody, you always overdo it. You're overcompensating. To me, if you copy somebody, you'll kill somebody. That's just my opinion. It's dark night. Just so you know. I used to counsel people. Still currently do. People at my job, relationship problem, older people, younger people, people my same age, counsel them and their girlfriends because they wanted my advice, they wanted my viewpoint. And it wasn't because I was better, it's because I had more experience. My closest home was my brother. I had in mentally 40, 30 years on him because of the life I lived. The women I've dated, the places I've been, the experiences, the things I've tried, the things I was brave enough to try and failed most of the time, but I tried it. So it gave me that experience to talk my shit, to talk about it. A lot of people text my phone 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, man, I got this idea, what you think I should do? Should I do it this way? And I have to accept this. I'm just a creator. And I think that's one of my purposes. And that's why I ultimately wanted to start this channel. But when you get around certain people that like condemn, unfortunately, and you have to be careful about who you give advice to. Some people are just around you for advice, like a benefit. They may not like you, but like, man, I don't like this nigga. I hate him, jealous of him, but goddamn, this nigga got good ideas. He know what he's talking about. So I can stick in there for the time being, get something off of him, keep asking him shit. You got to be careful about that because these are the same people who will take you to tell your ideas and think that you're winning. You got a friend that you can confide in, and they taking your ideas and they're using, they doing what you talk about. That's why you got to work in silence and let them see the results. People also around you can see the things you do they can't do, so they stick around you long enough to learn how to do them. I had a homeboy, played video games, smoked weed, drunk all day, got off work, went home, watched movies, smoked, ate, right? Me, I got off work, I went straight to the drawing board, going to City Hall, going downtown, getting paperwork done, trying to start my own business, doing research, trying things, trial and error, asking people, getting advice, learning through YouTube videos. I was always a self-starter that way. And when I finally accomplished my first podcast, which was Dark Night Radio, it seemed like so long ago. I remember people who had the same 24 hours I had, the same job length, everything was the same, but what you did with your time, I didn't do with my time. And they would say, well, shit, you gotta show me how to do that. No, I'm not showing you how to do shit. And like I said, I'm a creator. I'm a giver, I'm a supporter, so this is not me being a bad person, a bad friend. This is me making a conscious effort to make somebody earn their keep. I'm sorry, we both grown. You older than me. I'm not gonna sit here and put all these man hours in this hard work just for me to give the blueprint to you, and you're naturally a lazy person. No, we not doing that. Boo-boo the fool, I'm born last night. Gang shit, boy. We not doing that, right? And they start to resent you when you have these boundaries, when you show worth in yourself, man. Don't sit here and let nobody take your ideas and run with them. And they ain't put the work you put in. Do not make that mistake, because some people will try you like that. Trust me. I think I am and been for a long time as a great judge of character. And it's going to go back to I told you, decisions people make that around. I was always a great judge of character. I can shake somebody's hand and tell you the kind of person they are. And I tell somebody I'm close with, my brother, my best friend, like, man, you know what? Be cool hanging around that guy. Or be cool with Shawty. She's not meant to be in a relationship with. A week, month, 2 months later, hey, bro, she cheated. I found a dick in her mouth on the phone. She had 9 inches down her throat. Man, I can't believe she did. I can believe she did. Not only can I believe she did it, I predicted. I told her she was going to do it. Oh, man, that nigga that fucked up. Nigga stole from me. Nigga looked at telling hole. The same dude I told you about. And like I said, it's not me being pessimistic or cynical. I just know people. I'm a great judge of character. It's very hard to fool me. And if you think you are, you're not. Trust me. Sometimes we allow certain stuff with people we like and care about, but you're not really truly fooling people. People secretly want to be you, so always be true and be you, because what you have, they want, man. And there's some people out there who are around the wrong people, or around the wrong jobs, and their lights are constantly being dimmed. And this is it. And like I said, this is where your mental illness comes, because they're afraid to talk to people. They're afraid to talk about it. They're afraid of looking weak. They're afraid of being alone, having to go through that by themselves and their thoughts. I don't give a damn about being, like I said, I don't care about being alone. I've seen people change who they are in front of strangers to try to get approval. Let me say it again. I've seen people change who they are in front of strangers to try to get approval. You ever been with somebody and y'all get around another group of people and they start acting funny? They start lying, capping and shit, lying on their dick and shit. Come on, man. Everybody has a friend that when they get around women or men or different people or people they like or admire or want approval from, they act completely different. I had a tattoo artist. Ironically, they were the same sign. This dude I called my brother used to get around him, and his whole dialect used to change. Like he was Italian. We used to be in how y'all doing? It's me. I mean, everything good, man. Just working, man. Trying, you know what I'm saying? Working on all stuff on the side, man. Just tired. He on him. What's up with you, man? How you been? You know, I told Tony to go down there. I told Jimmy from Pizzeria on Brooklyn, 31st and 5th Street. I told him we got to kill. Hold on. What the fuck was that? Who you just turned into? Are you? What the fuck was that? Oh, well, I'm sorry. No, ain't no I'm sorry. Like, where did that New York accent come from? To where people are saying, where are you from? Could you didn't talk like that last week. That's scary to me. You have to be careful with people who do stuff like that, man. I'm sorry, like that's a big one for me. Bruce Lee said, do not try to adopt a different personality. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering the quote. He said, do not change your personality and adopt a new personality. Be confident in the personality you have and shine at it. It's probably wrong. If it's wrong, put it in the comments, look it up. But the quote went something like that. I'm not too far off, right? But in that saying, we all have to find better quality of life. You have to find peace. What makes you happy? Not stress and fear of what other people think. What makes you happy? That's what you need. That's what people need to care about. What makes you happy? Is it learning a skill, like I told you before, getting certification, working out, learning how to box, learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, playing video games, being a movie buff, going to movies, shopping, fashion, clothes, swimming, running, like I said, fitness, reading books, learn how to figure DIY or DIY, makeup. Find your passion. Find something you can become top notch. Find something to fortify your mind. Become a chess player. Compete with poker. Find something you're great at and kill this shit, man. Stop depending on people for their approval. If you got something that's insecure, for a long time, I went through a depression and I couldn't look in the mirror. So when I used to look in the mirror, I realized that what was in my brain, what was in my heart didn't match up with what I was thinking. So some shit had to change. Unless I wouldn't be here. Some had to change. And we all can make our lives better quality. Y'all can fix something. You're not dead yet. Right? We all can make our situations better. And sometimes you have to lose people. Sometimes you have to lose jobs. Sometimes you got to go through loss. It's addition by subtraction, I promise you. My biggest problem sometimes is that I'm too comfortable with the darkness. Let me say it again. This is something someone told me not even a month or two ago. Someone told me, she was serious. She's like, you're comfortable with darkness. And I know how to take that. Comfortable with darkness. And I still, to this day, right now, don't know how to completely take that. But I think you have to be, the cliche, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You do. If you want to put it that way or not, but you do. You got to have personal sovereignty. You have to make yourself better in this life. You have to grow. You have to mature. Show people who you are. I think people use accountability as a way to gaslight and manipulate. Why? Why do I say that? Because people who always preach, oh, you have to show accountability and be on. People who preach it never show accountability. Accountability is looking in the mirror, facing yourself and saying, you did this wrong. This situation happened because of you. How can I change? How can I get better so it won't happen again? How can I learn from a situation? It's the mind. Everything starts with the mind. I always tell my dad, I tell people, it's a few things everybody don't need. If you live in Atlanta, everybody don't need a car. Everybody shouldn't have pets. Everybody shouldn't have kids. Everybody shouldn't have money. Everybody shouldn't own guns. And everybody should not have positions of power. And Donald Trump is one of them. Certain people should not have positions of responsibility because power is responsibility. If somebody say, well, I'm going to give you the power over holding keys, it's your responsibility to hold those keys. Everybody shouldn't be in relationships. I'll say it again. Everybody shouldn't be in relationships. I'm sorry. I know everybody deserves love, but everybody shouldn't be in a relationship. You got people who need to be alone. Stay alone. I'm serious. There's some people who need to stay alone. Get a dog, a pet. Yeah, that's for you. But everybody shouldn't have a car. Everybody shouldn't have certain things. And I think that's the problem today. Everybody shouldn't talk. If you give a narcissist a position of power, that relationship becomes conditional. Just think about something for a second. Think of people who held positions of power that use their powers to abuse. The Weinsteins, Diddy, Trump. These people shouldn't have power or money because look at what they're doing with their influence. They shouldn't have things. Pedophiles shouldn't have children. It don't go together. You're a sexual predator, but you have kids. It don't go together. Everybody can't give me advice. And there are some of my friends who I wouldn't dare let give me advice because look at how you govern your own life. You have no discipline. Your decision making is terrible. You cannot give me advice. I'm sorry. Some people are not meant to do it. That's another thing. Everybody shouldn't give advice. You have to vet friends and spouses. What do you mean, Doc? Now you have to vet friends and spouses. If you meet a person today and y'all quit, let me get to know me, want to hang out sometime. If this person's gonna be in your life, even as a friend, you have to vet them, know their background because everybody don't come from love, responsibility, accountability. Everybody don't come from a household or a background in which they can contribute to a healthy friendship or relationship. Somebody may came from, I never had men in my family. I never had a father in my life. The only person who raised me was a mother, and she's angry. Everybody around me are not a sound mind, and it starts to, if you're weak enough, it's gonna reflect and project onto you. I do think I was blessed to be raised by a strong man, and that's why I preach, black youth, people who look like me, because I do know the difference in having one and not having one. It's a stark difference. On yourself, you will never lose. If you better and say, I'm gonna spin off, I'm gonna stay focused, I'm gonna take 6 months, I'm gonna take a year, I'm gonna focus on me, I'm gonna do me, make myself better. I'm not gonna procreate right now. I'm not going to be in a relationship. I'm going to focus. And I guarantee you better yourself if you invest in yourself, you would not lose. Just the experience alone, even if you fail or succeed, will help you. Even if you fail or succeed, it will help you. I failed so many times and it helped me. I know how to navigate better. I know how to. I have 8 to 9 things, businesses and opportunities I'm working on. My whiteboard right here is crazy. My notepad, I got 2 notepads. Even right now, I'm gonna be up to 5 a.m. I'm gonna go to work. When I get time, I'm doing the same thing. It's hard for me to relax, right? It's hard. But to be busy is a blessing. To have something you're working on is a blessing, man. I can't tell you. I'm not talking about something for your job. I'm not talking about something for a relationship. Something for yourself. Get away from people who tell you can't. Get away from the norm. Get away from the mundane. Get away from patterns. Patterns and security to me are dangerous. Everyone not leaders. It's the people around you who are toxic. Quick story. I dated a girl who was very toxic. And she used to tell me, I love when you get upset. And with all due respect, I love it when we have sex from it. I like when you're rough, when you're angry. This is, before we correlated toxic in relationships, this bitch was toxic. I'm sorry. Forgive me for using this name, but she was toxic. True story, really quick. Dating this girl in her house, surprised. We was on our way of getting back together. Knock on the door, saw a car, another car. I didn't pay no mind to the other car. I knock on the door, and it's like a window pane on top of the door, so you can tiptoe and see inside the house, inside of the living room, right? I see somebody trying to cover up on the sofa. I'm thinking, no, this bitch got me fucked. I'm on some Jonathan Major shit. Knocking on the door. I can't see who's walking. I can see hiding, but I can't see who's walking, like linear walking towards the door. Dude opened the door and his fucking box was looking at me. She comes down the stairs and a towel just came out the shower. My ex. She didn't know I was there. She didn't know the guy was there. The guy was for her gay roommate. I didn't know until afterwards. That's when I hit the guy because I'm thinking, y'all having a big orgy in this month. The threesome, Diddy party. That's when I hit this boy in his mouth. Caught him with a mean hook. Quick snap hook. One of the worst decisions I've made in my life. She comes over. We have this big thing in my yard. My dad comes out. She parks the car in the yard and sits Indian style on top of the car. Cursing me out, begging and cursing at the same time. And this could have been a dangerous situation because of people who I let in my life back then. Toxic. And this is what I'm talking about. It could have been dangerous. I sat here and knocked the sonic rings out this nigga. Do I regret it? Yes. Brother, if you ever see this video, I'm sorry. That's accountability for your ass right there. I was wrong. Should have never been in that situation. But you see what I'm talking about, though? How toxicity and being around the wrong people can cost you your life. I realized that simps don't make good friends. Let me see if I can say it again. Simps do not make good friends. They don't. Why? They don't listen. They do anything. They make terrible decisions that can cost you your life. You're gonna grow at some point to resent them. It's gonna make you have insecurity within your own life in situations like, do I act like this nigga? Is this nigga rubbing off on me? I had a best friend of mine tell me, we had a heart to heart. Both our eyes are red in the water. I said, man, why do you act like this with women? Why do you push yourself in this situation? He tells me, I'm looking. He said, brother, when I see a woman in need, I got to help them. I got to help. I got to put my cape on and help them. Even if it means that you're going to be vulnerable and you're not going to adjudicate the situation properly, and you're going to, I don't give a damn. I got to save them. This nigga did the damn Samuel Jackson on me down in my basement, man. And from then I thought in my head, yeah, I can't be friends with this nigga too much longer. I can't. But when you see homeless people, you say you spit on them. They need to get jobs. People are mental illness is prominent today. These people can't work. They're mentally ill. I can't be with I can't be around a person who treat homeless people like that. I can't get a job. Come on, man. These dudes are brothers and uncles and fathers and cousins and best friends at some point, and through the weight of trying to pay bills and trying to cope through life, they broke mentally. With rent increases and taxes and inflation and food going up and AI and the chemtrails and the fluoride in the water, I mean, it's all a matter of time for any of us, man. I like people around me who have a heart. Honestly. I do. It don't matter if you're mean or nice, just have a heart around me. And that's what I like. Everybody don't have the patience I have. They don't. People can talk about bullshit all day, every day. And they want you to listen. This is bullshit. I hurt my toe. My ass smell funny. Kobe Bryant hit 30 points. He's not here no more. Who are you talking about? And I'm gonna say this in closing. There's nothing wrong with loving friends and family. Even your mom and your dad can make you feel a certain type of way. Like you ever do something, you call your mom and you want to tell her it's your mom. You love your mom. You still that child parent dynamic, and you may say, Mom, I did this, I got my business license, like I'm making money now, I got an idea, or I've got a certification, I passed this test. Oh, good. Oh, your cousins bought a new house. Oh, somebody at the church, they going to school, they got back in school. I got a degree and I went back to school in my 30s and I'm getting, and you're like, you hang up the phone, you feel kind of defeated. Like, damn, that's my mom, man. Like, why can't she sound excited for me? Like, and it makes you feel alone. It makes you feel like you can't talk. If you can't talk to your mom or your girlfriend or the people who are closer to you, you feel defeated. Like there's no help, and that's where a lot of suicides come from. Honestly. And I'm proud to sit here and say that if anybody needs somebody to talk to, our Dark Knight is always here. Email, Instagram, iDarkKnight11. If there's ever a topic I can talk about or put a certain topic out for you, I'm here for it. I know how it is to be alone. I know how it is to be sequestered in a corner and by yourself. And a couple months ago, I was at my lowest and where I am today, and I'm not even where I want to be yet. I can't tell you the struggle, man. I can't tell you how dark it gets. I can't tell you how lonely it gets when you're going through something and people find themselves not caring. They don't understand. They leave you. They leave you to your own devices. They don't check up on you. It's all about them in the end of the day. And I don't want to be around people like that. I want to be around people who say, look, man, are you okay? Tell me you're okay, man. You're my boy, or I love you. That's why I'm so keen focused on giving if you gave a black man a hug, he would probably melt and cry. Don't say nothing, just give him a hug. It gets rough. it gets rough for anybody who's going through some decisions they want to make, accomplishments they want to have, feeling like they can't talk to no one. Sometimes it's hard to take the counseling route because you have to pay or you have to jump through hoops. But finding a channel like Our Dark Night, that's all you need sometimes. A person who went through or gone through what you're going through can do wonders. Because you're never in it alone. It's liberation. You're strong and you don't even know it. I'm telling you, you're strong. Even through breakups, you think you're not going to find a person that's good. That's the person you were with. It always gets better. And you need people who can help you through it, who've been through it. I can't say that enough. And I'm even getting better with stuff as far as YouTube and being on camera and learning what to look and how to put my hands and shit. But I don't know, it's been almost an hour, man. I was rushing home to retell this story. I've actually calmed down since last night. 'Cause last night I was more hyped. And I can see my levels are actually peaking the way it's supposed to be. Like last night my shit was like all red the entire video. But once again, man, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you watched this video for the hour that I've been on, I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we've learned something from this. And if there's anything we can talk about, chat about, anything you want to post in the comments, if you appreciate this, please like it, subscribe. Let's do something big, man. Start the family back up. It is Our Dark Night. You guys be good, be safe, continue to collect stones. Peace.